I have released more information on the man accused of killing a father and his 15-year-old son, who were a pair of total strangers to him. And that shooting was only the start of a wave of crazy violence last night that left 5 people shot and left people wondering in that town what in the world was going on, as cop cars were going everywhere with lights and sirens all over the city. Here's News 13's Nancy Laughlin.
Dick, shootings happen. This is something that is turning this community upside down. They are trying to make sense of how and why this bizarre string of shootings happened.
Gallup police are looking, searching for evidence, searching for answers. They still don't know why 30-year-old Elton Davis, who was selling bootleg DVDs at an apartment complex last night, allegedly killed Clifton Harper and Harper's 15-year-old son, Roman.
My husband and his mother were over the bodies when we got down there, and the ambulance were coming up.
That was the start of hours of violent chaos. As police arrested Davis and a suspected accomplice, there was another completely unrelated shooting outside the hospital where doctors were desperately trying to save the father and son.
We had a shooting at the hospital in the parking lot there.
Police say that happened after one of the 2 guys who had been fighting in the parking lot pulled a gun and shot the other in the chest.
The victim in that case was able to run into the hospital emergency room and receive treatment immediately.
He will recover. The man who shot him took off and hasn't been caught. As police dealt with that, a man armed with a BB gun tried to steal a Colorado tourist car at a gas station just off I-40. When the Colorado man refused,
He was subsequently shot in the face several times with a BB gun.
the BB bandit took off and a few minutes later apparently shot another person in the face at a parking lot of the nearby Fire Rock Casino owned by the Navajo Nation. The shooter took off again, and he has not yet been caught either. Last night was insane.
Everybody was scared. Everybody's scared.
But police and community leaders say what happened last night was a total fluke, a series of weird, violent coincidences in a town where shootings are rare.
Traditionally, our violent crime involves knives, rocks, broken bottles, and so forth.
Okay, tonight I spoke with State Senator George Munoz. He says all of the suspects in these cases are not from Gallup. He tells me all of this violence was caused by people who are not from the community. He says they were all from out of town. Back to you.
All right, Nancy, to top that all off, police had to close I-40 in Gallup early today after the shooting had died down because somebody else, a suspect in a domestic violence case, committed suicide by driving head-on deliberately into a semi.